Ryder, have you seen Lexi?
Hey,
She's not in the med bay?
I've got news
No,
about Kerry.
and she's not answering her comm.
I'll find her.
Tensions reached a boiling point after protesters complained their families were being
Hakeem, Kerry's producer. I'm the one making you look stunning for the documentary. There's a hitch. Kerry's been arrested for conspiracy to incite unrest. She's in a cell at the militia headquarters. Any chance you could stop by? A visit from you might shake things up. Remember, Kerry's down in the militia cells. She'd probably love a visit.
It's Pathfinder Ryder.
The Nexus.
Hail the woman of the hour.
Open vortex.
What did I do?
Word is you killed that traitor, Sloane Kelly. Just wanted to say thanks.
I'm not the one who killed her.
Not how I heard it. Just accept the pat on the back, alright? She got what she deserved.
William Spender,
Hi,
Assistant
I'm
Director
Andrea
of
Garza, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus.
Welcome to the Nexus.
We ask that you spend a few
Let me see.
short minutes
Your
going
medical
through
scan's all
information
clear. The
processing,
waiting room is that
then
way.
We'll have you on your way.
Thank you. Very efficient. Our first circle's going to love it here.
You came with the whole first circle of your clan?
Not everyone. Only 70 or so. They're somewhere in the line.
Appreciate your patience.
Safely home thanks to you and your skills. I've learned a great deal.
Anything in particular that Hescarl can use?
Team structure, battle coordination, your maneuver with the jump jets, and I want one of those. Your performance was exemplary, Ryder. I can see clearly why your N7 would be the best of the best. If you tire of being a Pathfinder, I'd be honored to call you a Sister Hescarl.
Ryder, I just read the most fascinating histories about the conflict between the Geth and their Quarian creators. I feel like the Angara and the Quarians have so much in common.
Really? How?
We're both displaced, struggling against cruel enemies to save our home worlds.
But the Ket just showed up here. That's not your fault. The Quarians created the Geth.
Home is home. When home is not safe, the heart is sick from yearning.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural
Nexus
Center.
exiles find a
Please
home.
have a look around.
Amazing. I can't believe we made it.
I'm glad we did.
Authorities continue work.
Thank you for your contribution.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythias system.
The flag of the Teon.
There you are. Looking for the meaning of life?
At the bottom of a bottle?
You didn't leave a note. We were worried.
Well, as you see, I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
What? I can't kick back? Have fun?
Lexi, you haven't touched that bottle.
Because you interrupted me.
What's this really about?
PB thinks I don't care about the crew. That you're all just experiments to me. Do you... Is that how you think I see you?
Since when do you care what PB thinks?
It's not the first time someone told me that. In fact, every one of my exes said something similar. Hence why I'm taking a break from relationships. You didn't answer my question. Is that how you think I see you?
You wouldn't be moping in this bar if you only saw me as an experiment.
I don't mope, but you're right. Thank you, Ryder. I should get back.
What about your wine?
I'll save it for another day.
Hello? Drink of the hour is a lucky leprechaun. Wanna give it a shot?
How lucky are we talking here?
I forget where the ingredients are from.
Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Excellent.
Hey there.
First, I worried I couldn't live here. Now I worry I'll have to go home. I'm learning so much.
Please be mindful of guests visiting the Cultural Exchange Center. We ask that you extend your...
I talk to my family every day.
to our new neighbors.
They can't believe half of what I tell them.
Of course, there are probably more systems to find. The scourge doesn't help.
Nice work out there. Geophysics VI is well ahead of the curve. As promised, one consultant's bonus, plus expenses. Enjoy.
And makes pilots crazy trying to navigate it.
But now we've got its number. With these, every initiative pilot can learn to explore it safely.
With acceptable nav upgrades, of course. My model of Helios blossoms with data thanks to you. Here, please. You have earned this.
Allah, what are you doing here?
Supervised work release as a programmer. Making up for what my mother did, trying to stop AI. I swear she said she'd only disable the blue box computers in storage. No one was meant to get hurt.
Has Knight been sentenced?
Not yet. I spoke up for her, but I don't think anyone else will. Maybe being a good citizen will help her.
We'll keep an eye on him, Pathfinder. It'll be fine.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in helium. It's an arm of the Andromeda. Nexus exiles find a home as former security are implicated in the mutiny. An investigation revealed Nexus security head Sloan Kelly played a role in the uprising that killed dozens. Initiative authorities tracked the exiles, including Kelly, to Kadara, a desert planet in the Gavorkum system. Initiative Director Jaren Tan did not mince words when news of the exile port was made public.
Kadara is dangerous. The exiles are dangerous. Stay away from Kadara. I cannot.
After a high-profile
stress this
exile,
enough.
Krogan are returning to the HNS.
Hey there, Ryder.
Good job with the Prodromos outpost, Pathfinder. ready to wake up a batch of colonists and send them down there. It'll be nice to see their excitement when they realize this is really happening.
Thanks for the talk.
Sure thing.
Welcome back, Ryder.
That's all for now.
Of course. Your father's personal logs. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
All personnel be advised. Arc Parchero confirms docking procedures complete.
Oh, hey, Ryder.
Hakeem said they arrested you over the documentary.
Guess I tweaked the lion's tail too hard.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
Nothing's hurt except my dignity.
You had to tell the truth, whatever the cost. You did what was right.
You know, they've had other people in the cells. Rioters, people crying and scared. Me and my truth did that to them.
Imprisoning a vidmaker for her work seems historic. Too bad no one recorded it.
They took my camera, but I was scribbling a few notes. Maybe I could use this. Thanks for coming, Ryder. I'll send word if anything changes.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Thanks for your help with those receivers. Our signal's strong, and our message is clear.
I met another journalist, Carrie Tavessa.
Yeah, we're running Carrie's series, Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. I just can't believe Tan would lock Carrie up. This is why freedom of the press is so important, especially out here.
I've heard your reports. You're getting good intel.
It's still like pulling teeth to confirm anything out here, but I'm getting by, thanks.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Thank you for the Kadara nails. They didn't phase Kesh, but she liked the taste.
Pathfinder?
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
Prodromos needs a purification technician. Evan Kendricks.
Slated for late second wave.
Is there a problem?
None at all. Just knowingly making the moment awkward. Water Purification Technician Evan Kendricks, designation T24W Vermilion. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Why'd you join the initiative?
I was a teacher. A good life. I could see the positives and negatives right through to the end.
You did the math and it said come to Andromeda?
No. I just didn't like being able to see the end. Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring. Feels more like living.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be...
I know why you're here. Yale told me to expect a visit. I hoped this blunder wouldn't come to light, but Helios has a habit of dashing our hopes. Have the 3 Sabers been eliminated, Pathfinder?
I dealt with them.
Then the problem's solved. As far as everyone's concerned, the 3 Sabers acted on their own.
But they didn't, did they? Hey, Ryder.
Who the hell's this?
This investigation started with Sid's instincts.
I applaud good instincts, but not in this case.
So I was right, wasn't I? Someone on the Nexus was helping the 3 Sabers.
Yes, it was a mistake. We authorized a course of action that cost lives, but, like I said, it's over.
You have to tell people. If we made a mistake, we have to own it, right?
Who does that serve? It could damage relations with the Angara, spark another uprising.
It would be lying. Ryder, if you hide this, what else will you let them hide?
We're not taking tips on diplomacy from a teenager.
With all due respect, Director, Sid's right. Transparency is important for building trust. People need to know they can trust us, even when we screw up.
I'll make sure people hear about this.
Pathfinder, you're making a mistake.
Maybe, but at least I'm willing to acknowledge it.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
William Spender, Assistant Director of Colonial Affairs, has been fired after he was caught...
Hello again.
They're waiting for you. Careful.
Of course you approve. Ryder saved your people.
Ryder saved our people. It doesn't matter if they were Solarians. They were citizens of the Initiative.
But it doesn't hurt if there's a few less Krogan around, does it?
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were discussing how things ended with the Archon.
There was no time to save both. I had to make a decision.
You've already done your part for us. That's more than I can say for others.
Yet I have to question what we gained, provoking the Archon like this.
He had a map showing the location of Meridian. Now we have it, and a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based on what data? This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya suggests that Meridian is the key.
While I appreciate what you've done for our strike teams, we're not equipped for a war with the Ket. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
If we do nothing, I guarantee there's a fight coming. The Archon's already studying how to exalt us. It's not pretty.
Still, it's better to focus on the outposts. If the Ket attack, at least our people won't be in one place.
Then there's this Sam of yours. We took a chance letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how involved it's become. I'm grateful, Ryder, but I can't support your plan.
Then I will.
And so will I.
I agree.
Ryder deserves a chance to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
What's the matter, Tan? Don't want anyone else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way. Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your brother is awake.
What?
Go. We'll talk later, in the tech lab.
Scott.
There you are.
Touchy-feely time. Don't you think you slept in long enough?
I thought it was Saturday, then Sunday. Then I figured someone turned the alarm off.
Well, I sure missed having you around. We've hit a few rough patches along the way.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when Dad died.
No one could have saved him, Scott. I wasn't even sure I should tell you.
I'm glad you did. That would have been a hell of a thing to wake up to. I'll miss him. But right about now, he'd be telling us to stop moaning and get on with it.
There's no shortage of things to do.
Yeah, I hear you're the great and honorable Madam Pathfinder.
Please, it's nothing like that.
As soon as I get my gear, well...
Careful.
No way are you fit for duty, sir. You need a chance to mend.
Yeah, says who?
The Pathfinder, that's who. Time to rest up. That's an order, Specialist Ryder.
Pulling rank already. Better hope I never tell anyone about that year you only ate paste. Was it first grade or second?
You can keep talking if you'd like. Just no arm wrestling.
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Rix. We have some ideas about Meridian. Come by the tech lab as soon as possible.
Will do.
Hey.
You feeling out of the loop, I imagine?
A little, though I've heard bits and pieces of things from Harry and the medtechs. Sounds pretty serious.
Just the fate of the entire initiative. Every man, woman, child, and everything in between facing certain extinction. The usual.
Oh. Well, I'm sure the Pathfinder manual covers that.
Yeah, we'll have it wrapped by lunch. There's a race of aliens called the Ket. They're led by a scary nutjob named Archon who wants to turn all of us into them. We both want Meridian, which is the heart of an alien terraforming network we're trying to activate. We do that, maybe we live.
Look at my big sister being all proactive. Meanwhile, I'm mastering the art of peeing in a plastic jar.
Feeling homesick at all?
Still trying to get my sea legs, but I think about what might have been if everything hadn't gotten screwed up.
Screwed up how?
Start with Mom dying. I never cried so hard. And Dad? He was never the same after that. He put so much into Sam to save her, but... well, AI's as illegal as it gets in the Milky Way. After the Alliance kicked him out for it, everything changed. Suddenly being Alec Ryder's kid was a black mark. You and I were never going to live that down.
What do you think would be different?
Well, while you were looking for Prothean artifacts, I was standing watch over a Mass Effect relay. Hell of a thing to stare at every day. I'd dream about what was on the other side, the adventures I would have, the things I would accomplish. But when everything got screwed up, well, I guess I'll never know.
I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
Sure. What about them?
You still think about Mom?
Yeah. Especially now. I wonder what she'd say if she could see us.
Dad talked about her before we went on our first mission.
Really? After she died, Dad seemed to shut down. He hadn't talked about her in years.
He loved her. I think he was just lost.
We all were.
What do you remember about how they met?
Well, she was in the Alliance researching early biotic implants. That's about the time she met Dad. He was on Earth for N7 training, I think. He says he swooped in and swept her off her feet. Had a whole bad boy in uniform vibe that was irresistible.
Dad?
I guess it worked. They got married. Then the first contact war started, and he was sent off to fight. After that, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Big space station chock full of all sorts of aliens. Scary at first, but pretty soon I was playing laser tag with Turian and Solarian kids. Looking back on it, maybe that's why I'm here. The Citadel showed me life has no limit on possibilities. It made me ask, what else is out there?
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
Mostly that it's the thing that finally killed her. Biotics were an unknown back then. So were the dangers. All sorts of rare diseases hit people working around EZO. Mom was trying to design implants to help people harness their abilities. She was a pioneer. And she actually gave it to him.
Thought you might want to know how Dad died.
I was going to ask you.
Habitat 7. There was this alien terraforming machine that had us stranded. Dad figured it out and shut it down. That saved us our ass. Then, hell broke loose. My helmet got smashed. I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. Then Dad gave me his helmet.
He sacrificed himself?
I never really knew with Dad. He could be so distant. I guess he loved us more than we knew.
When it mattered most.
Yeah. You should also know, Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
Like what?
Turns out Sam is even smarter than anyone knew. And Dad juiced his connection to Sam. It's a lot more powerful than other Pathfinders. So is mine.
I guess rank has its privileges. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted some of his memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
You and I were there, so was Mom.
You actually saw her?
It was at the hospital the day she died. And that reunion dinner she wanted us at so badly.
Right. Dad was his usual talkative self.
But there was something else. I saw Dad talk with a benefactor in the Milky Way, some initiative bigwig I'd never heard of.
That's news to me.
Yeah, I'm still hoping I can figure out what it all means. Well, I'll let you take it easy then.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how slammed I am. Gotta nap, then doze a bit, then try to catch up on sleep.
It'll get better.
Not before you find that Meridian. I want in.
I'll take pictures.
Are you sure you want to do this, Nilken?
I am. It's for the best.
What's for the best?
I'm putting Nilken here back into stasis.
The conviction was overturned, but everyone still treats me like a murderer. When Mariette heard the truth, she left me. I just want to go to sleep and wake up when things have blown over.
Sure. Run away from your problems. A fitting end.
Just a few more minutes and we'll take one.
An embassy has been established on Aya, marking a major diplomatic success for the initiative. Nexus representatives are now working directly with the Angarans to learn more about both the cluster and the Ket. This is HNS.
I talk to my family every day.
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
When you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which one is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
Sounds like this has never been tested. What if it doesn't work?
You're clever. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
This means going against the initiative. We're on our own. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
A risk comes with the job. Part of being a Pathfinder.
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not likely after this.
You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian.
Good luck.
largely because Ket technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate.
How many have they incorporated? How much of Andromeda's life has been suffocated or lost?
I cannot speculate, Professor. We should anticipate the Ket learning from and incorporating initiative technology as well.
Pathfinder?
Hiya.
I know. The reality just isn't what I expected.
Pathfinder?